Chaps, it's been a while since I made a video, and with the summer of love and the kids that are kicking around, somewhere in that sort of area, I've managed to play a couple of what I think are really, really good games and fine examples of how to dig a game out with a heavy tank. So I've got two that I'm going to do. One I just did this morning. This one's from about a week ago with John and George. You know, the thing with being a top tier heavy, and you'll find it in a lot of games, is your game is written in law. It's like you've got to go to the heavy line, but as you can see in this instance, they don't actually have a top tier heavy. They've got heavies, so this is a walk in the park. I mean, this game on paper it should be over in 4 or 5 minutes, but no one's really doing much about the flank. I can see who's going there, and I can see that we don't have much on the heavy line. George is a great big metal lump of things. It should all go well, except it didn't, and we had to dig the game out. So I thought this replay was a really good one, because there's a lot of shots that I've taken in this game that some might be seen as lucky, but they're really balanced out by some unlucky ones. So this one in particular, just the starter for 10 for this guy breezing up the back of the hill, it was one of my favourite shots I've taken in ages. I mean, it's nothing special, but it's the fact this guy, he's over there, he dips back down, I get spotted, I know I've got to move, I pop one just because I think he's going to nod his head and I get him, and that just made me feel bad. But fortunately, the guy that's sort of really good in his own, well, he's just a good player anyway. The arty decided that he had to go, so it was good that I didn't get it from the arty there. I certainly get a lot of arty attention later on. But what I can see is that this 150 and the people that went down here had no chance of holding this flank. So now, just bear in mind that up there, I fired at the Churchill, it missed. There's plenty of shots that miss, and some crazy ones that hit, and I think it balances out nicely. There we go. That one could have been nicer. I could have probably fired it a quarter of a second, half a second quicker. So now we got to dig in. I've already realised there is no point pushing this, because I'm just going to get swamped by them, take lots of damage, and it's time to get out. Here's the arty sort of crashing down around me, and now they're everywhere, and it's like, oh my god. So time to back off. John's taken a nice position right on the back line. George is in the throng moving towards the base. Everything kind of, even though we're 3-2 down, everything kind of seems like, hey, come on, this is all going to be fine, right? This is all going to be fine. But it really wasn't. Another arty round just missed me there. Another shot sails over the Churchill. So now I'm thinking, right, this is where, in any heavy, especially in the IS, which is a medium heavy, I need position. There's no point me trying to fight it from there. I can see the Churchill can shoot me. I've just got to take it, just for the sake of position, and because he's not doing too much damage. Another shot missed by a mile. I got to take it just to get position, because I need to have my tank facing, and I need to be on that front ridge. But the only way to do that without backing up really slowly, taking chances with arty, and not doing it quick enough, is there. Now this guy here is another unfortunate shot. Cromwell, and this guy was really integral for quite a while. I got him. He's moving. It bounced. I mean, alright, it's at a distance. Your penetration values are going to dip, but they're never going to dip low enough that it won't pen a Cromwell. But hey ho, I decided to fire another blind one. He's already gone. The game would have gone differently if that one shot had hit that Cromwell. He wouldn't be, if you look at the minimap, spotting everyone from behind and just causing a real problem. So now we've got to dig in. And digging in just means keeping away from any arty fire and trying to at least only expose yourself when you shoot. And I thought I did that quite well here. I mean, I'm still going to take a few bounces before the end of the game, but they're smaller guns. I can take this risk. And what you're about to see at 6:10 down is John taking the bull by the horns. Oh yes. The angry caribou sets upon its prey. Boom. Yeah, you floor. Floor, take that. Now, the only reason I stole John's kill here is because that Churchill would have got another shot off. John would have been a little bit less healthy. So, with that mindset of stealing John's kill, John decides to hunt down the next one. But we're still not catching up. We just can't seem to keep everyone alive. We've got a Panzer IV-H, who is, well, he's gash, but not only is he gash, but the boy just cannot stop clicking later on. Once he dies, he has a secondary role of clicking the map. So now we got to try and go and get him, and we got to try and stay away. John's just taken a massive hit and decides to just, you know, gently back off. I'll go away, I'll snipe. That's fine, John. Artie misses him. Now this guy here, this is a nice shot because I know this rock, I know how it positions, and I know if you're in it and in the bush, there's not, your whole body's going to take it up. As soon as I get spotted, I know that he's there. So I'm going to take a chance and fire it, and that was a nice one because that was a blind shot into the bush, which anyone living around Hampstead knows exactly what we're talking about. Now John's just chilling, going to be the back sniper. I'm thinking, let's all back up. And then, hi John. Oh, I looked away for a second. The arty gets John. So we got to dig it out now. I'm going to back it up with the arty. This arty I wasn't expecting too much from because obviously, you know, he's quite a new player, but he's played 5,000 games. So we got to dig this out, and they got to dig us out. I think it's one of those, a bit like some of those historical battles. Yes, I'm in an IS, but they have. Ah, here's that guy. Oh, thank God. If he'd have survived that shot there, I don't think we'd have won because he seemed to know what he was doing movement-wise. So now we got to dig it out. I mean, we got a 122S. He's just got me there, but he gave himself up by firing that shot, and I got. You could say that was a lucky shot, accuracy-wise, but then I've had quite a few that missed. You know, I'd never loaded. I never loaded any gold for this game because obviously it was top tier, but I just ran out of standard ammo. You fire 10 shots in an IS and hit them all, you've had an incredible game. Especially if you've chosen not to fire any HE, which, you know, I could have done. I could have loaded HE at this point probably for the 67. But he tried to close in, and he was quite a good player. He tried to close in on the Tomato Arty, taking a liberty, and he failed. That was always going to miss, but if it was going to miss where I was going to hit, it would have been nice because it would have hit the tank. I realise I can't sit still. I got this Lux that's probably I'm probably perma spotted by the Lux. There's nothing I can do about that. Can't really chase him down. So I've got to go and just bully this guy into submission without giving him too much. He does get a shot in, and that just changes my movement slightly because when he gets a shot in, the one thing he does right last minute is kills the gunner. So he's like, I'm not going down with that fight. Let's get your gunner. I now have to drive that little bit closer, and I wanted to make the turn or push. I wasn't entirely sure. Oh, so what is my Mr. Tomato Arty doing? He's doing exactly the right thing. Yep, the GW really wanted me in. Fair play. You know, I'm a dead man if he gets anywhere near hitting me. But the Tomato Arty, no, he follows me and does a really good job because of the both of us. He actually gets over and spots the Lux, and that was pretty much a key moment. But as you can see, I was never ever front line in this game. Made the decision not to go to the heavy line because of what I could see going wrong on a flank. Support it, because if you're the top tier heavy, you can you can win a game just by being alive for a long time, and that's what I'm going to show in the next replay as well. It's just about trying to stay alive long enough, look after your tank, and find position, keeping like yourself in check. So there we go. He wants the arty. He's not even interested in defending himself. We can scoot along. Oh, actually no. Let's have a look at Sargento here, because Sargento he's already started to spam now. There we go. We're starting. Oh, he's not finished yet. No. It's there. It's there. That red dot that's on my screen on a mini-map that I can't see. Fuck me. It's there. It's there, but it gets better. Because as I... There we go. Now I've closed in on the base. Hold on. And Sargento's going to go... No. Look, he's there. And it's like... Okay. I'm not driving towards him, am I? So, now there was a point here where... Obviously, you could have... I could have gone left to cut the GW off, but the way I see it is he's running for his life. If I try and cut him off, it just gives him more of a chance of a shot. What I'm going to try and do is attempt to follow him, and it works out perfectly. I will say that I definitely did it that way. I want him to believe I'm trying to chase him, get round the back of him, because at some point he's going to make a stand. Sargento still believes that I actually don't know where he is. But anyway, so I'm doing this as a movement because I know he's in that valley. So even if I was just to go down and follow and crunch into him, I'd kill him. So I want him to think, oh, this guy's going to come around, he's going to swoop down. Once he gets out of sight here, I count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, now I'm now invisible. As far as I can see, and I'd probably do the same, he's looking around the back of that hill on the lower part to kill me. I come over. Hang on, because he's still going. He makes his stand here. I come over, and that's exactly what he's doing. And off you go. I don't know why the replay sort of showed up the reticule there. It was bang on him when I fired, but probably a little bit of lag. Anyway, that's a digger, as I would call it, and there were some nice things there which, you know, if you play heavies and you're trying to force the line, there are times when not forcing the line, even when you're top tier, is a really smart thing to do. Thank you.